boy, this one just came up and smoked it. You know, we're sitting out here in a river that yesterday, the current was blowing a lot harder than it is today. And these fish, they'll change their activity level based upon the current. But you've got to also change how you fish these fish based on the current. And here's what I'm talking about. I'm fishing a 1/2 ounce jig right now. I started out the day with a 3/8 ounce jig yesterday. By the time I was done, I was fishing a 3/4 ounce jig. And here's why. I don't want my line to ever be at more than a 45-degree angle. That fish actually caught me by surprise. I mean, he almost took the rod out of my hand. But here's the deal. If that line would have been way out at more than a 45-degree angle, when he grabbed it, I wouldn't be able to pull back and know that I've got that tight line as easily because you could have slack in between there. So that's why I always want to be at a 45. Now, Mike's got one on here too, right behind me. And he's, oh, that one popped off. But just to show you, you know, when I'm selecting a jig, again, that's a 1/2 ounce. Today, that so happens to be what I need to get down to a 45-degree angle. But what I tell people is there is no way for me to tell you for sure what size jig you should use every day. It's going to be based on the conditions. It's going to be based on the wind. It's going to be based on the current, whatever you may be faced with. Use what makes you feel comfortable, puts you at a 45-degree angle, lets you feel bottom, but also be able to feel that jig swimming, be able to feel if you're missing your minnow. You'll notice it if you've got it at a 45-degree angle and you're using the right size. You'll catch more of those too. That's a good little eater.